Ever wonder why you keep falling for the wrong person? The one who confuses you, drains you, but still pulls you in like a magnet? You tell yourself, this time, I'll be smarter. But somehow the pattern repeats. That's not weakness. That's psychology. Because attraction doesn't start in your heart. It starts in your mind. And today, we're going to uncover the dark side of attraction. The hidden forces that make you fall for the wrong people. Again and again. When people say, we just had instant chemistry, they often mean, I felt something familiar. That spark you feel when you meet someone new? It's not always love. Sometimes it's recognition. Your nervous system recognizes a pattern that it's seen before. If you grew up around love that was unpredictable, where you had to earn attention, walk on eggshells, or never knew when affection would come, your body learned to confuse anxiety with excitement. So when someone makes you feel that same uncertainty, your brain lights up and says, this feels right. But it's not right. It's familiar, and familiarity feels safe, even when it's painful. Let's talk about something called a trauma bond. It's when your brain becomes chemically addicted to a person who gives you pain and comfort in cycles. Every time they withdraw, your stress hormones rise. Every time they come back, with love, apology, or charm, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin. That's the same chemistry as a drug addiction. And here's the dark truth. The more inconsistent they are, the stronger your attachment becomes. It's called intermittent reinforcement, the same principle used in gambling machines. You don't know when you'll get love, so your brain keeps you hooked, waiting for the next reward. That's not love. That's psychological conditioning. Now, let's go deeper, into attachment theory. The kind of love you chase as an adult comes from how you learned to attach as a child. If you had secure attachment, you learned that love is safe and consistent. You can give and receive love without fear. If you had anxious attachment, you grew up feeling you had to earn love. You fear rejection and crave reassurance. If you had avoidant attachment, you learned that closeness means pain, so you protect yourself by staying distant. And if you had disorganized attachment, love was both comfort and fear. The people you loved also hurt you. Here's what happens. People with anxious attachment often fall for avoidant types. One chases, the other pulls away. And that push-pull dynamic feels intoxicating. But it is really just both people reenacting old emotional scripts. You're not broken. You're just repeating what you learned about love, hoping it'll end differently this time. When people ask, why don't they just leave? They don't understand how dark psychology works. People who manipulate emotionally, whether intentionally or not, often use love bombing early on. They overwhelm you with attention, affection, intensity. Your brain releases huge doses of dopamine. You feel chosen, special, alive. Then suddenly, it stops. They withdraw affection, criticize, or go cold. You panic, because now your brain craves that dopamine high again. That's how toxic bonds are created, through intermittent affection and psychological reward. And that's why logical advice like just move on doesn't work. Because you're not just emotionally attached, you're neurologically wired to crave the very person who hurts you. So how do you stop falling for the wrong people? First, you start by naming the pattern. Awareness breaks illusion. Second, stop chasing chemistry that feels like anxiety. Ask yourself, do I feel safe with this person, or do I feel high? Third, heal your attachment wounds. This means learning to self-soothe, building boundaries, and reprogramming your sense of what love should feel like. Love should not feel like a test. It should feel like peace. When you heal, your attraction changes. You stop craving intensity and start recognizing calm as connection. You'll look at people who once felt magnetic and realize they no longer have power over you, because you finally learned to give yourself what you were always chasing in others. The dark side of attraction isn't about weakness, it's about awareness. Because once you understand the patterns, you can break them. Attraction isn't the enemy, unhealed pain is. So the next time your heart pulls you toward chaos, pause. Ask if it feels like love, or a lesson. If this video helped you see things differently, share it, because someone you know might finally understand why they keep falling for the wrong person. Subscribe for more videos on dark psychology, emotional healing, and relationships. And tell me in the comments, What's one pattern you're ready to break?